Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to Newspaper Analysis Townhall. So today we are going to discuss these 5 themes, and our first news is related to FATF report that is recently being published, and we would like to understand what is new in this report, why this report is important, and what role India has played in making certain changes in this report. So before that, let us try to understand about FATF. What is FATF? FATF is Financial Action Task Force. So it took birth in 1989 during G7 summit. Its headquarters is in Paris, and the members are 39, including members such as US, China, India, EU, and there is one member which is currently suspended, and that is Russia. So effectively, currently, FATF is having 38 members with Russia as a suspended member. So we will cover these aspects in our today's discussion. Let us move on to understand more about the objectives. So what are the objectives of FATF? Now, objectives are money laundering, combating money laundering, and terror financing. So initially FATF was created with the purpose of combating money laundering only in 1989, and later on its mandate was increased to combat terror financing. How it does that? It sets some standards, some global standards, and these standards come like recommendations. So there are total 40 recommendations. These 40 recommendations are anti-money laundering recommendation and countering terror funding recommendation. Now each country agree to implement these recommendations, and each country also agree to be evaluated by other countries. So FATF monitors the compliance through peer review and evaluation by peer countries. Now, what is the penalty? Penalty is that it comes with two kind of list. One is grey list and one is blacklist. So one is grey list. Grey list means countries with increased monitoring. It means it is basically a warning sign that countries in the grey list are not following the recommendation. They may be safe haven for terror financing or money laundering. So what does the blacklist mean? Blacklist generally means that these countries are high risk jurisdiction, and there is a call for action against them. Such countries do not easily get loans from international bodies, and there are some sanctions also. Let me tell you that currently there are 3 countries which are part of blacklist: Iran, North Korea. Now please write in comments which is the third country that is currently in the blacklist of FATF. Now let us try to see what the report says. Now this FATF report has first time recognized state-sponsored terrorism. So India has been victim of state-sponsored terrorism, and India has been voicing about state-sponsored terrorism in international politics for a very long time. And now FATF has recognized state-sponsored terrorism in its recent report. It has also highlighted the risk from Pakistani-based group such as 𝐮𝐩𝐝, such as 𝐼𝐴, and it has labeled state support as threat to international peace and threat to international finance systems. Okay, so that was all that was covered in this report, and this report has also identifies that some governments provide logistical, material, training support to various terror groups. So it is a hint toward Pakistan. And this report has also mentions that oil smuggling from Iran to Pakistan is a terror funding source. So this is a very important observation. Now, what is India's contribution? India's contribution is that India, in its national risk assessment in 2022, flagged Pakistan's role in cross-border terrorism in providing various kind of training and logistical support to terror groups. So FATF has taken cognizance of this national risk assessment report. So this input has helped frame state-sponsored terrorism section in present FATF report. India has also pushed for enhanced due diligence to all countries with respect to any financial transaction which involved Pakistan. So that has been India's contribution. It means India has lobbied for this section, because this section will put pressure on Pakistan and it will isolate Pakistan in international politics and international financial system. Now, what could be the global implication? The global implication is that after India's assessment, US has also come up with its own national terrorist financing risk assessment, and it has also highlighted and noted some terror groups from Pakistan that is undermining United States interest. So now countries including US will have to acknowledge the source of state-sponsored terrorism in their risk assessment. It means that they will basically include Pakistan as a dubious state with which financial dealings will be done with due diligence. Therefore, Pakistan cost of doing international business will go up. So it is also already facing economic crisis. So this will add to its problems. That was all in this topic. Now let us move on to our next topic. So next topic is about custodial death. Recently there has been a custodial death case in Tamil Nadu. So the victim name is Ajit Kumar, and he was a temple guard in 𝐼𝐸𝐻𝐵, Tamil Nadu. So we will cover these three aspects in this news. So there has been various cases, recent cases this, and then 2024 as well as 2022. Also there was a case. Now these case points toward torture, denial of due process, multiple injuries, and is it an isolated incident? No. There has been various incidences like this in the country. It means it is a systematic issue and it points towards erosion of trust in justice as well as policing. So the idea of policing in independent India is service. Before independence, the idea of policing by Britishers or foreign countries was control, repression. So in the light of this idea, let us try to analyze this. So why it can be considered as a systematic failure? It is because the writer of this article is arguing that whatever budget that is coming for police department, there is a lot of spending on getting hardwares like guns, hardwares like various cars are also required for police departments, and riot control gears are required. So this writer is arguing that the department is not incurring expenditure on improving mental health of police officers who face huge amount of stress. There is no structured psychological support to police officers. And the training modules that are there, these training modules are very old. These training modules does not include human rights training. And then there is lack of accountability. In many cases, there are suspensions. However, there are no legal or very less legal repercussions in such cases. Now, what the author is trying to tell, some reforms suggested by author is that at least 5% of the police budget should be allocated to mental wellness and sensitization of police forces. And there is need for strong anti-custodial violence law that will define everything like oversight and how the security of person in custody with police can be ensured. And police should move on from control-based to service-oriented policing. It means that there is need for integration of ethics, human rights module in training. So that was it in this topic. Let us now move on to our next topic. Next topic is that Prime Minister is concluding his visit to 5 nations, and currently Prime Minister is in Namibia. So in Namibia, Prime Minister has given this statement that India and Africa must work side by side. India seeks to cooperate, not compete with Africa. So in the light of this, let us try to understand the strategic and historical context with Namibia, some key agreements that are signed in the visit. This is Namibia. So this is South Africa. Namibia got independence from South Africa in 1990. So what is the historical context? Historical context is that India was among the first countries to support Namibia's independence. India raised this issue for the first time in 1946. India supported Southwest Africa People's Organization. So this is the organization which was fighting independence movement, just like Congress in India. Right. So India supported this organization. Prime Minister has also paid his respect to Sam Nujoma. Who is Sam Nujoma? Sam Nujoma is Namibian independence freedom fighter and considered as friend of India. So this was the historical context. Now Prime Minister has given this statement that India seeks to cooperate, not compete. We want to build together and grow together with Africa. So this is very important from the point of view of South-South cooperation. So recently Namibia has joined Global Biofuel Alliance and Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, CDRI, and Global Biofuel Alliance. So dear friends, please write in comment the basic information about these two institutions, these two partnerships. Key agreements. India and Namibia has signed key agreement in digital payment. So UPI digital payment system is going to start in Namibia by 2025 and there are some MOUs that are signed in health, medicine, entrepreneurship. What is CDRI? What is Global Biofuel Alliance? Please write in comment. PM has been awarded by Namibia's highest civilian order. So this visit has been very important from the point of view of Global South diplomacy. So that was it in this topic. Now let us try to see farming in space. So Indian astronaut who has become India's first astronaut to reach an International Space Station, 𝐮𝐩𝐝 𝐸𝐿𝐴, he has grown fenugreek and green gram in petri dish as part of conduction of microgravity experiment. We covered microgravity experiment in our earlier video also. So what is the aim? Aim is to study how microgravity will affect seed germination and early plant development. So this fenugreek and green gram. So fenugreek in Hindi is called methi. Green gram is hara chana. So what will happen? Now these seeds are locked in freezer. They will come back to earth. And these seeds will be grown for multiple generations on earth. And scientists will study genetic, microbial and nutritional changes in these seeds. So this experiment was done in collaboration with University of Agriculture, Dharwad and IIT, Dharwad. Apart from fenugreek and green gram, there is also microalgae research. So microalgae is a single-celled organism, photosynthetic organism found in aquatic environment. They are responsible for creation of oxygen, plus they are also source of food and biofuels. So these microalgae is very important from the point of view of space travel. Because since they are helpful in creation of oxygen, so the aim is to develop self-sustaining life support system for deep space travel. So that is also done by 𝐮𝐸𝐝 𝐸𝐿𝐴. So this is important because this microgravity question has come in recent prelims. Now let us see our last news. Last news is India's first indigenous diving support ship, DSV, diving support ship. So Indian Navy has received INS Nistar. So it is India's first indigenous diving support ship. Now it is equipped with state-of-art diving equipment and can undertake deep sea saturation diving for up to 300 meters. So that is very important from prelims point of view. It has 75% indigenous content. Thank you for watching this lecture. If you have any question, please comment inside.